all my Facebook friends and family. This is Judy Best with iRealty Arkansas, back for another show of your best year ever. We are all expecting 2020 to be our best years ever.
Yes.
So today, first, if you are watching this live, drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from. If you are watching this by replay, please drop a hashtag replay and tell us where you're watching from, because I know that people watch from all over the United States.
Oh, really?
We have lots of viewers. And so I want to know where you're watching from. Today, we're talking about flowers.
Yes.
Love flowers. I am a lover of flowers. And so hi, Michelle. I thought you'd come watch us. Tell us the last time you bought flowers. We want to know in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
When was the last time you bought flowers and what was the occasion? And I think I know when Michelle's was, but the rest of you guys, let us know that, and because we want to know. This is my friend, Liz Eacret.
Yes.
Did I pronounce that correctly?
You did. Good job. Good job.
And she is part owner.
Yes.
Of Sherwood Florist and Every Blooming Thing.
Yes.
And Mamel Florist is their latest edition, and Every Blooming Thing.
And Every Blooming Thing, yes.
And that's where we are today. We are in Mamel, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. First, I want Liz to tell you how she got into the floral business.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Something I didn't really ever expect. I retired from the military and relocated closer to home. And my brother, Billy, him and his husband had bought Sherwood Florist. It was still very small, but it was really great purchase because it's been there for 25 years.
Yeah. And we love Billy and Damien. So, hey, guys.
I've learned everything I know about flowers from him. And he's like, hey, if you ever, I told him, if you ever need anything, just holler at me. I'll come on down. I'll help you out.
Family thing.
Yeah, it's family thing. It's a great way for us to spend time together and support each other. And it was really interesting because I didn't know anything about flowers about 3.5 years ago, other than delivering them, which is very rewarding.
Yes, because you get to see everybody's reaction.
Everyone's reaction. No one is ever upset about getting flowers. I can tell you that.
Well, I don't know. I got some when I was a single lady from bows I was trying to get rid of.
Oh.
And I will tell you that I had some not nice reactions when I got flowers then, and I would say, take them back. I won't take them. Tell them I refuse them. And the delivery person was literally saying, I can't tell him that.
Yeah, because that's very rare that comes across, which I understand completely.
Oh, go ahead with your story. I'm sorry.
And so it kind of progressed from me doing delivery driving, helping out, and then he started teaching me to be a designer, and then I ran the shop. Well, they were gone on vacation. I didn't burn it down. So they're like, hey, I didn't burn it down and didn't, tank it. So he's like, hey, do you want to be a partner? And then he went more in depth on all the skills that I need to be successful as a designer and partner.
So you have literally leveled up.
Yes.
That's what Michelle and I talked about in her last video last Friday, was leveling up. You leveled up in your life to become an owner of your own business.
Yes.
As you came out of the military.
Yeah, it was
part owner with the guys.
Right. And it's so rewarding because not just the financial aspect, but we get to touch so many people's lives. That's what I really enjoy, and it's a creative outlet.
So it's coming up on several holidays, from Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, 4th of July. What else? What am I missing?
Oh, well,
anniversaries, loads of anniversaries, birthdays.
Yes.
And so I remember back in the day when Mother's Day was all about getting the corsage for your mom and for yourself, and you had to think about what the different colors means. Can we talk about what the colors of flowers mean?
Yeah, we sure can. Okay, so I've got a few here that
I'm in a flower shop. I love flowers.
Okay, so white roses symbol purity and also sympathy.
Purity and sympathy.
Okay.
Now, I think in Mother's Day, the white flower represented that your mother had passed.
I believe I'll have to check because I know one's for passing and one's for present.
My
And you
mom
are
probably
correct.
knows. Mom, is this the flower color for when your mom is passed? Because my mom's not gone. So
And you don't
I'm
wanna
not
do the
wearing
wrong
the
one.
white
Yeah,
ones yet.
right.
But isn't this a beautiful white rose?
And
Liz
you
is
should-
in my networking group, and she
Mhm.
showed me the difference last week of
Yeah.
a rose from their shop and a rose you would get from Kroger. Huge difference.
Yeah, and I honestly didn't realize. I knew it was going to be a
Yes.
huge difference, but I didn't realize how significant the difference was.
Yes, it was
Because they
so
look
big,
pretty,
almost double,
yeah.
and so much fuller. So, okay,
Definitely,
the
I
next
mean, it was
color.
very pretty. This is a red rose, which, most people, the terms of endearment, love. It's also courage.
Courage for red.
Yeah. So that's something a little bit different. I want to throw that one
That might
in
be
there.
a good color to send to a gal when you were going to propose to her, because you'd want her to have the courage to say yes, right?
Yes. Well, the orange, we call them circus roses, but the orange with the red tips signify falling in love.
Orange with red tips.
And we call them circus roses.
Circus roses.
Mhm.
I don't know that I've ever seen one, but I
Oh,
probably
they're
have,
amazing.
right?
Yeah, I'll have to.
I'm just gathering me a bouquet over here.
Now, Mother's Day is a lot where carnations are used very often because it's love and affection, and each one carries a different meaning. Pure love is for the pink, or excuse me, a mother's love is the pink.
Mother's love. That's sweet.
And then the
My
red.
mother loves me. Mom, you love me, right?
Well, I think everybody has has that, for a mother figure, has that tenderness.
Yes.
Then, of course, a red carnation is admiration and deep love.
Okay.
And,
pure love, admiration, and deep love.
And
Okay.
then we have yellow, which I really like. The yellow, I like the color, but maybe not so much the meaning.
Okay.
Because a lot of people, they don't understand when they're sending stuff. They want something bright, colorful, not so much towards the meaning, but it's disappointment and rejection.
Oh, so I should have sent yellow ones back to the boyfriend. I didn't want the flowers.
Yeah, tell
from.
him no. Or actually, even a striped carnation. It's like when back in Victorian times, they would send a note and say, "Hey," but they were trying to be secret in their conversation, so they would send a striped carnation is rejection or regret. So
you can send a rejection.
Yeah, and still be nice about it. Be like, here's these flowers, but
not so much.
Yeah, not so much.
That's an interesting thing. Yeah.
Now, I absolutely love these. Are one of my favorites.
What are they called?
They are called Alstroemeria. I'm going to turn it so you can actually see the blooms. They're another name for them is Peruvian lily.
Peruvian lily.
Yes. And they're very, very hardy. If you get just a bouquet of those,
they are.
Yes.
Whoa.
And the leaves, everything, it's really, really nice. The meaning for these, for those the pink ones, is warmth and affection towards a friend.
Good friend flowers.
Yes.
And we need to send our friends flowers too.
Yeah, just thinking of you, or congratulations. It's also, some of the meanings is for following your dreams, achieving your aspirations, in both a material and a spiritual sense. So you can really go in a lot of different ways. Also prosperity. Matter of fact, Brooke, she wanted to send an arrangement to one of her clients, wishing them prosperity in the new year. Oh, so we sent Alstroemerias because it's a friendship, and it also signifies prosperity.
That's very cool.
So they're absolutely amazing.
What do we have left here? We've just got a couple flowers.
Yeah, this is the Bells of Ireland. They're very, I'm going to try and, I don't know how to make it.
I'm going to Ireland.
Yes.
In March.
Yeah, so these are very, very beautiful.
Bells of Ireland.
And those signify good luck, of course.
Good fortune.
Good fortune, good luck. And it's.
So if I put these together, would I put these together?
Oh, yeah, you definitely could. I mean, you can do. And the fun thing about these is that they're very kind of bendy, flexy.
Oh, so you can really design them.
Yes, I've actually taken these and made like a cage. Around the bouquet.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I love that. She loves this flower. I'm telling you, she loves this flower.
They're so much fun. And blue is my favorite color.
Yeah.
So, and it's very hard to find blue flowers naturally because we can tint them, but who wants to really do that. So this one's really, really fun. You can kind of see good. The pattern on my jacket is kind of got it going a little wonky.
Let me pull it over here, even against the blue background, but it's sure beautiful.
It's really good, nice along your silver hair. It's really nice. It's for reaching your goals and striving to achieve, celebrating anything positive, and then enjoying the lighter side of life. So it's a very uplifting flower, and they have a little give to them as well. So I've even taken them and made it into a heart shape.
Awesome.
In an arrangement. So that's been really fun.
Now I know that you guys sell flowers without them being designed as a, how do you call that?
It's a wrap bouquet.
A wrap bouquet. Okay, they sell the wrap bouquets to people, but they also sell them designed.
Yes.
And did I ever tell you I went to a floral design class?
No.
When we first moved down here to Little Rock in 2000, I decided for the first time in my life I wasn't going to work for a year. I was going to take a year off.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh yeah, real nice.
I knew bored. I bet you were bored out of your mind.
I didn't know anyone, so I had no friends. Literally, my husband teases me that the UPS man or the mailman would ring the doorbell to deliver something to me, and I would grab them and talk to them and not let them go, that they would ring the doorbell and run.
Oh no.
Because I was so bad. But definitely I started enrolling in classes. We were talking gardening before we started. I planted my first garden ever.
Oh, wow.
I made my first quilt ever, but I went to a floral design class. At the end of the class, we made several different designs and bought tools and everything. And at the end of the design, the instructor offered everyone in the class a part-time job working at the shop, except me. And he said, you can always buy at wholesale. Because I was so bad at floral design. But I think it really takes kind of a crafty eye that artistic, because they have an artistic eye.
Yes.
And I can kill it with spreadsheets, but not floral design.
And that's where, everybody has their own strengths. And so, those that can do and those that don't, you buy.
Yeah. So I always call for flowers, and I get flowers all the time at my house. And I got some from Michelle, gave me some at the end of our Facebook Live last week that Liz had designed for me, and they were beautiful. I wish I had them here.
Michelle's wanting to get a spelling for Alstroemeria, and I want to make sure I give it correctly because I can mutilate spellings. Okay, so Michelle, the spelling for that is Alstroemeria. Alstroemeria.
Alstroemeria. Like almost like America, but no C on the end, right?
Yeah, there's actually a I think it was Astor. It's when I was researching the flower, because I loved it. So it was a great learning experience for me to get a little more in-depth information. But there is the guy that named him after was I think he's in South America.
I think Rachel had these in her wedding bouquet, I believe.
They're very popular.
Yeah, that looks like what was in it. Well, in some of the designs you've made for people, I wanted her to share this with you because she literally sits down when somebody orders the design and they're wanting something very special for that person, whether it is for somebody that's passed or it's somebody that's alive. She'll ask them lots of questions about their life and their hobbies and those things. And she's made some real interesting designs. So I wanted you to know some of what she's done in the past so you can dream about it in the future.
And it's really weird, I guess, kind of the way that it comes to me, because I ask the questions and I really don't know what I'm going to do until I start doing it. There was one occasion where we had a absolute ton of funeral work for a gentleman that had passed away, and his last name started with the S, and we were slammed, and the funeral was the next day, and I'm sitting in the bathtub soaking, and I'm like, ooh, that would be so cool. And so I did an easel with the S initial in the center of it in flowers.
Oh,
and
okay.
So it was like more of like a spiral design like that, but it still had the initial was more predominant. So it was really
great
fun.
idea.
And because everything's standard. We hate doing those. I shouldn't say hate, but the cookie cutter things that you pick out
anybody
online.
could do.
Yeah, it says you got to put 2 of these, 1 of these, 3 of these, bam, 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 and it has to be just like this.
Yeah.
And that's not a good use of our creative talents. One of the things that I did that I really, really enjoyed was a basket for Jeff Allison that used to be in our group.
Yep. Jeff's here in Maumelle.
Oh, yeah. And one of his coworkers, he's kind of told me about her, and he couldn't tell me, like, well, what color? Do you know if she has a favorite color and stuff? And he's like, well, no, she wears all kinds of colors. So it kind of helps me gear towards because they're not in a real close relationship, a business relationship, but like, what does she wear all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Like I noticed that you wear a lot of red and a lot of blue. So those have to be like 2, pretty big colors that are important to you in your schemes.
Probably. I'm a big daisy fan. She's got a floral bouquet over here to be delivered later today, and it's got lots of daisies and carnations and lilies
and
in
roses.
it, and it's gorgeous. But I tend toward the daisies.
Oh, okay.
In flowers. You didn't know that about me, but it's just something different about me.
That one that I did for Michelle last week for you, it had lots of daisies in it, and I just thought it was really fun because of those purple and white ones. I thought they were really, really fun.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I've seen some she's made that are in the shape of a guitar.
Yes.
She had some a horseshoe that hung on a saddle for an equestrian person.
Yeah, he was an equine vet.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, my brother, he actually did that one. He designed that one. There was another one where a good friend's father, he was real big into the chuck wagon races. And so he called me and said, go get his saddle.
Right.
Go get one of his saddles. He went and got the saddle, and then he did the casket piece. He designed it around the saddle, and they were going to pull him by horse and wagon.
Oh, isn't that
so
neat?
They placed the saddle on top of his casket, and
it
cool. Yeah.
But if you want flowers that have more meaning, call a professional florist, and they will help you. And of course, if you're in this area,
call me.
Liz is available at Sherwood Florist and Every Blooming Thing. I have to think about these long words. And Maumelle Florist and Every Blooming Thing. Maumelle, what I said we'd get back to this. Maumelle has not had a florist.
Yeah, in several years. Yes.
And so they've opened up, and they are the only florist in the Maumelle city limits.
Yes.
And so for my Maumelle friends, it's very exciting that Liz and her brothers are providing their services here. Her Sherwood store is really close to me, and I'm going to tell on her. I asked her.
Oh, I should have known this was coming.
I just now thought of it. I asked her to bring me over some plants for my deck last summer or early summer, and she brought me 2 baskets of hanging succulents.
Yes,
which were beautiful and grew long and were gorgeous. Yeah. And I asked her just to bring them and deliver them and hang them on the deck for me. And I wasn't there. So she and was it
Billy?
Damien?
No,
Billy.
It was me and Billy. We
went over there.
And
they went over there and came into the backyard to hang them. And they didn't know that I had a ground level trampoline.
Yeah, a trampoline. Yeah. Who has that? I mean, it's like, what could it hurt? Just a little bounce.
If Liz is, if there's anything you should know about Liz, you need to know that Liz is a child at heart.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
And she wants to have fun whatever she's doing, wherever she is. And she is warm and she is affectionate.
Oh, thank you.
I wouldn't call you sweet.
No, I'm a little rough around the edges.
But no one would call me sweet either. But you're warm and affectionate and you're playful. And so they got back there and they saw that trampoline. And I think the whole time they're hanging the succulents, they're talking about that trampoline.
Yes.
Well, the 2 of them had to go and bounce on the trampoline. I wish that I had at that time
one of those cameras,
a video camera on my backyard, so I could have caught it and could have posted it on Facebook.
You're like, see, I thought you're supposed to be working, not playing. Which, I mean,
no. I think it's fun that you guys got out there and bounced. So we kept that there so our grandkids could play.
Yeah, and that would be so much fun. I mean, that is a lot safer to me, I think, especially with the grandbabies, the littles running around. I would, prefer that because my littles, they're only 2. So I would hate they would
Yep.
like roll off and fall or get hung up in something, and because they're daredevils. So
Well, if you are planning any flowers for any event,
oh yes,
from a funeral to a wedding,
yes,
big events, a big party
yeah, even
of any
simple
kind,
dinner party,
Yeah.
large or small,
Yeah.
anything that would be great.
or birthday, anniversaries,
yes,
Valentine's
definitely.
Day.
Valentine's Day, yes.
Order now if you're wanting
Definitely.
flowers for Valentine's Day, because they'll be the first ones to go out and delivered. If you call the day before the day of Valentine's Day,
you're not
your
gonna
flowers
get,
won't get there until the evening,
if you
because
call the day
everyone's going to
before,
be
we may
booked
not have
up.
anything.
There you go.
Yeah, and then actually on the day of, we can't take any more deliveries.
Oh,
actually,
see?
we're locked in because we have so many orders by that point that we have to ensure that we can get all of those out. So it'll be like a cash and carry, or depending on how busy we are, you may have to come in, place your order, and then come back and pick it up.
Yeah. So these are all ideas. And one of the things that Liz and I talked about a couple of weeks ago was you could literally, as an employer, if you are an employer,
Yes.
Buy a bucket of flowers.
Yes.
And order a bucket of flowers that you can pick up on Valentine's Day and hand those out to the women coming into your office on Valentine's Day,
Yes.
whether it's customers or whether it's employees or whatever. But make people feel special on that day. This is one of those pay it forward days where
Exactly.
you can make everybody smile. There are so many men and women who don't have a Valentine.
Right. And it's received a lot of Valentine's has now become not just, for those that have a partner,
Right.
that's great. But those that don't, it's like a day of, almost like shame or negative, feedback.
You just don't feel good about it.
Yeah.
You just don't feel, it's like everybody in the office is getting flowers. I have no one. And then
right.
Make sure that person gets some flowers, guys. Make sure that person gets some flowers.
Definitely.
But Liz is offering a discount for the people that watch this show. So if you want a discount at both stores, your secret word is?
It's going to be the best
discount.
Best. Yeah, you're going to ask for the best discount. That'll give you 10% off your order, which is, right now, which is great. And then it'll be really significant because, prices for Valentine's for all of our flowers and everything will increase on the 1st of February. Yeah, because the wholesalers they increase all of their they increase the flower cost so much. So we have to raise the prices.
Now that's 10% off of just the floral design. It's not off of the delivery. It's not off, because you got to pay for the delivery.
Well, when we put it in, you get your $10 different. When you put in the discount, you'll get the discount off of your flowers and then your tax and then your delivery is always separate. Yeah.
Very cool. What's your delivery area? I know you have a huge delivery area.
It's absolutely massive. From Maumelle, we go all the way to Conway, over to let's see, like Auto 107, out to the Ranch, West Little Rock, west of I-30, all the way out to Scott, and then we stop just before BB in the go through Ward Austin. Yeah, we go through Cabot and we stop like just before BB.
Very
it's
cool.
A huge. A couple areas have a little bit more of a delivery charge, because that's for an extended delivery area, but it's massive.
Very cool. So if you call, ask for the discount because people love discounts. So call and get your flowers.
I'm a thrifty shopper, so if I can save me a few pennies, because then I can do a little bit more.
And I get flowers every week. That's one of the things I get. So if you would like to order flowers every week for your home,
definitely
Liz or her brothers, Billy and Damien, would be happy to work up a discount and a plan for you to automatically get flowers at your home every week.
A reoccurring order, and it's nice.
You'll love it and they'll love it. I love getting my weekly flowers. That's one of the highlights of my life. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up now. Thank you for coming, Liz. I appreciate your being here.
It's been so much fun. Thanks for having me.
We have this show I have this show on my Judy Best I Realty Arkansas page every Monday at 11:30, and it's your best year ever. Next week, I'll be joined by my guest and my friend, Mary Gardner. She's a friend of both of ours. And we're going to be talking about how to successfully work with your spouse or your partner.
And that's going to be interesting. I
Yeah.
can't wait for her tips on that.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about that next week. If there's anything you want to know about flowers, drop it. Drop some words, some questions, and we will. Liz will be watching this and sharing it, so she'll be happy to answer any questions you guys
You can
have.
even send us a message on Facebook and help you out that way as well.
I'm gonna tag both of their businesses. Please go like her pages, and if you and order some flowers, because everybody wants flowers.
Everybody likes that.
It's a fun thing. Yeah,
it is. It's been scientifically proven.
It's scientifically proven. Okay, that is what we're going to close our show, because I'm not a science person either. Okay, you guys have a great day.
Bye.